Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the first hypercar by Mercedes-Benz. Here comes the Mercedes-AMG Project ONE.
Did well getting out.
How you doing? You good?
Great.
Hi everyone. Good evening.
What a feat.
That was more nerve-wracking than actually driving the real Formula 1 car.
I can imagine. Just wanted to ask you, how does it feel, Formula 1 on a public road?
It's incredible. Firstly, good evening everyone. So happy to be here. So proud of what Mercedes has created here. This is history. You know, no one has really done this the right way, and to be able to be a part of this, I've helped develop this car, this engine.
Absolutely.
So to finally see it come to life, it's magical.
So you're sure next race, which one you pick? The street version or the real one?
No, but I'm hoping to have the first one.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay?
We'll talk about that later on.
We're going to talk about that later on.
Now, what is the most exciting part of your daytime job? I mean, it's typically everything is exciting, but what thrills you the most?
Obviously driving the car. The car is, I mean, just now, starting up the car. When I get to the track and I'm in the garage, I've got my suit on, my helmet, earplugs in, and I sit up, and the guy ahead of me gives the guy behind, which starts up the engine, the go-ahead. the engine starts, the vibrations, you know you're about to go and drive at the craziest speeds. And I can't help but have a grin on my face. So, and as soon as I leave the garage and drive down the pit lane, I have the biggest giggle like a kid. So yeah, that is it. I'm very, very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing.
I think I know what you're talking about. Of course, not to that extent in this extreme form. I mean, timing is everything, and you obviously know that. How does it feel just for the Frankfurt Motor Show to be #1 again?
It feels amazing. The crazy thing is, I was here, I think, many, many years ago with you.
I know.
When I was in Formula 3, I believe. So I've been Mercedes powered since I was, 18 years old. So it's a long, long journey together. So it's crazy to be here. And as I said, just back then when they started it up for the first time, that's the first time I've sat in the car and had the engine start. And I had the same grin as I have in the garage. So that's a good sign. But of course, we've been working so hard collectively as a team to overhaul Ferrari, and we're finally in the lead, both constructors and drivers. So we're going to be pushing very hard to stay there.
7 to go.
7 to go. 7 more wins to get.
Good luck. 7 wins. Wow, that's ambitious. Okay, great. Take care.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you, Luis. Vor Ihnen steht das
What you can see here is the incredibly good-looking concept of real racetrack performance for public roads, mind you. And there's even enough space for a co-driver, male as well as female. The AMG Project ONE is not only a homage to the motorsport tradition of Mercedes, quite the contrary. It is an outlook for the future of AMG, because AMG has always pursued the goal of ultimate performance. And this performance does not depend on petrol. This is why the future of AMG, the performance brand, also lies in hybridization and electrification. And this show car points us in the right direction. Since the start of this project, I've come to understand even better why such a car is called hypercar. Because in 40 years, I haven't experienced such a hype about a Mercedes as the hype about this one in our company. Last autumn at the Paris car show, we only presented a vague silhouette. However, the next morning already, people called AMG to order such a car. And since then, the telephone in Affalterbach has virtually not stopped ringing. Well, when this exclusive product becomes reality, then it will surely be produced in limited numbers. This means that we will have to make some car lovers sad, whereas some, few, will burst with happiness, I believe. But be it as it may, the car industry is an industry full of emotions. And this is exactly what makes it so fascinating for me. Ladies and gentlemen, Smart and AMG both show in their very own way that we believe that there are many ways leading towards the mobility of the future. And we have the courage to explore new ways. For most of us, a car has always been more than just a means to get from A to B. It stands for freedom and personal independence. The paradox here is that the amazing success of the car is at the same time its biggest problem. The roads in cities get ever more crowded, oil and other resources get scarcer, and availability becomes more important than ownership. This is why our most important task now goes far beyond reinventing the car. It is about redefining our notion of personal independence. Another possibility is to virtually lift the car to the next level, into the third dimension. This dimension we find exciting too. This is why we have invested in the startup company that is behind the autonomously flying Volocopter. And this example too goes to show that you don't create innovations by turning back time or by sealing yourself off. Both with the Smart and the hypercar, we have given you two examples tonight that clearly emphasize the following. It is for the customer to choose. and even more so in the future than today.
Weitere Beispiele präsentieren wir Ihnen morgen.
For more examples, please join us at the Mercedes-Benz and Smart press conference tomorrow morning at 9:35 a.m. Thank you ever so much for being here, and the best of success for the IAA 2017.